जी, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। तो लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने डिस्कस किया था आर्टिकल 4 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, राइट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स टू बी डेल्ट विद इन अकॉर्डेंस विद लॉ। उसके बाद हम डिस्कस करते हैं जी आर्टिकल 5, लॉयल्टी टू स्टेट एंड ओबीडियंस टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड लॉ। लॉयल्टी टू द स्टेट इज़ द बेसिक ड्यूटी ऑफ एवरी सिटीज़न। इससे पहले वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द rights of the citizens towards the state, which are guaranteed by the state that okay, we would look after your these rights and we are going to guarantee them that you will be blessed with these rights and nobody shall take away these rights from you. These are the sureties, guarantees from the state to its subjects, to the citizens of Pakistan. Now the state of Pakistan is demanding an obligation from its citizens, its subjects, and its message towards itself, which is that the state is demanding that every citizen should be loyal to Pakistan. So disloyalty and is prohibited, is unconstitutional and against the law. This is the obligation, this is the duty of every citizen of Pakistan to safeguard the dignity, the sovereignty, the security, the honor of Pakistan, not only within the Pakistan but also in the international community. Any act or omission of any Pakistani shouldn't bring a negative impression related to Pakistan in the international community, or any act or omission of any citizen of Pakistan shouldn't compromise or subjugate the state of Pakistan to any type of disharmony, intolerance, terrorism, or a situation of law and order or dishonor to Pakistan in Pakistan, and it shouldn't bring the economical, political, social disadvantages or backdraws or injuries to Pakistan or to the people of Pakistan. So the Constitution of Pakistan is demanding from its subjects to stay loyal to it, to abide by the Constitution, to abide by the laws in their true letter and spirit, and to work in stricto sensu for the progress, for the development of Pakistan in any sector, whichever sector you are working in it. You are supposed to work for the development, progress, and uplifting of Pakistan, and the state of Pakistan is demanding loyalty from and obedience as well from its subjects, that every citizen of Pakistan should abide by the laws which are being made from time to time by the Parliament of Pakistan. So this is the basic obligation of every citizen. So in this context, I would say that this behavior of us, where we, as a matter of fashion, we disobey the laws, the traffic rules, the principles, the basic principles of justice, the laws. This is not commendable. Instead, this is a shameful act, and we should take the honor of being Pakistani. And despite of the fact that the things are not exemplary, the things are not very good, but on our own part we should try our best to stay with this article of Constitution as far as the loyalty to state and obedience to Constitution is concerned. Subsection 2 है जी, obedience to the Constitution and law is the inviolable obligation of every citizen, wherever he may be, and of every other person for the time being within Pakistan. So, it does not matter you are living in Pakistan or you are living in abroad, as far as you are carrying the green passport of Pakistan, this is the obligation of you to refrain from any act which is bringing shame, dishonor, and which is injuring the integrity, sovereignty, and security of Pakistan. And this obligation is also extending to the people who are coming from outside world to Pakistan to, to, to stay loyal with Pakistan, to obey the laws of Pakistan in its true letter and spirit. The same responsibility is used to be demanded from the foreign nationals. For example, Pakistanis, if we are going abroad in United Kingdom, United States, or in Gulf countries, so we are supposed to abide by their laws, their constitution, and we are supposed to act according to their norms, their culture, and we are supposed to respect their values as well. In this similar way, the Pakistan is demanding from the international community, the foreign nationals, that whenever they are in Pakistan, they are supposed to abide by Pakistani laws in stricto sensu. Next is Article 6, which is related to high treason, which is, all of you know, is very important, and it has been in debate in many political and constitutional matters and cases in courts of law, and it has been a bone of contention, despite of the fact that there is no ambiguity in it, and it shouldn't be ambiguous at all, and it is clear in its wording, in its logic, and in its reasoning. So, let's jump to Article 6, high treason. Any person who abrogates or subverts or suspends or holds in abeyance or attempts or conspires to abrogate or subvert or suspend or hold in abeyance the Constitution by use of force or show of force or by any other unconstitutional means shall be guilty of high treason. So, any person who abrogates, subverts, suspends or hold in abeyance. So, number one, he actually did so, and he has been successful in his attempt in abrogating, in subverting, or in suspending the Constitution. He has been successful, he has committed high treason. Number two, he has attempted so, and his attempt has been unsuccessful, and his attempt was to abrogate, suspend, or subvert the Constitution of Pakistan, regardless of the fact that the attempt was unsuccessful, but he has committed high treason. Number three, he conspired to abrogate, to suspend, or to put the Constitution in abeyance. He has committed high treason. And for the commission of this high treason, he has used force, or without force he has abrogated, suspended, or held in abeyance the Constitution. In both cases he has committed the high treason. And after that, after pinpointing these things, the Article 6 of the Constitution is expanding the spectrum, the boundaries of this article, by stating that any other unconstitutional means by which the Constitution of Pakistan shall be suspended or abrogated shall be treated as high treason. After that, subsection 2, any person aiding or abetting or collaborating the acts mentioned in clause 1 shall likewise be guilty of high treason. ये जो Article 6 है, this has been amended enormously in 2010 by means of 18th amendment. Through this amendment, this subclause 2A was added in it, and subclause subclause 2 was added in it, which we would discuss after this. So, subsection 2 is stating that this act of high treason is not only limited to the person who is himself is abrogating, subverting or suspending the Constitution, but it also includes those people who are abetting, aiding or collaborating in this act of suspension of the Constitution. So, any person who would abet, help out, collaborate or aid in this act shall also be liable to be tried under Article 6 of the Constitution. After that, subsection 2A, which has been added by the 18th amendment of 2010, it states that an act of high treason mentioned in clause 1 or clause 2 shall not be validated by any court, including the Supreme Court and a High Court. So, the Supreme Court and the High Court now, after the promulgation of 18th amendment, they cannot validate the suspension, the subversion or abrogation of the Constitution by any type of coup, civilian or military coup, and this was desperately needed to be inserted in this Constitution, because all of you may have known this before that, before 2010, on numerous occasions the Constitution has been suspended, abrogated, and which later has been legalized by the courts of Pakistan, including the Supreme Court of Pakistan. So, now the Supreme Court does not have any jurisdiction as far as the legality of any subversion, suspension of the Constitution is concerned. The Supreme Court cannot intervene in this regard, and the people who are involved in this subversion or suspension, they shall be treated under, tried under Article 6 of the Constitution, which is related to high treason. Subsection 3 is stating that Majlis-e-Shura Parliament shall by law provide for the punishment of persons found guilty of high treason. The Parliament shall make law for the punishment of people who are found guilty of high treason. This was substituted by the revival of the Constitution of 1973, Order 1985. So, that is it as far as Article 6 is related, which was related to high treason. So, thank you very much.